to shoot him from where you are.
No, one of them died.
I'm sorry, I tried.
No, you're good. You're good. We'll take the 28. YouTube crew, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Now today we are going to be taking a look at how can you break your kill record, whether it's 10 kills, whether it's 20 kills. Today we're going to take a look at things that you can do to ultimately break your kill record and set that new PR, and we're doing that by breaking down a 28 kill game that I had recently. This game is a little bit crazy, but there's a lot of good tips that we can take from this. So let's go ahead and jump in here. This is going to be a very hot early game, and we're going to get a bunch of kills early and then start to rotate and challenge other people. So we generally drop headquarters as we always do, and first things first is I'm looking for a gun. Any gun that I can find. We actually get a little bit lucky here with an early UAV, and when we pop that UAV, I want you to see how many people are around. And when this many people are around, the biggest thing is you can't panic. So I'm trying to see what I can find. Hog and I are together, and we're in duo trios. Other thing to note is we are in duo trios. Guys, look how many people are around us. Can't panic here. You just kind of got to take what's given to you. So we're going to go ahead and challenge across. I see the shotgun. Boom. I down one. We have the second one right there. And then I immediately see this third guy pushing in. So I'm going to quick reload here. I calm the hog. Hey, third one right here. And we ultimately are able to get that kill. Now we see some people across, and we see some people in towers. So we're kind of figuring out what we want to do here. I get lucky enough to find another UAV. A little bit lucky, we'll take it. But that's part of a PR game, is those things tend to go your way. I'm going to go ahead and challenge here. I get the down, I get the thirst, and then that guy starts to shoot me. So I'm going to go ahead and pull back here. I don't have a ton of plates. And, you know, I'm still at 2 plates. So basically what just happened is I'm now at my starting point again. I have no extra plates. I only have 2 plates in. I have I have floor loot guns. Kind of in the same spot. So I'm going to go ahead and challenge to this guy to the left here. We're able to get that kill. Now we're going to go ahead and push back. We still got that UAV up. There's still a lot of people around us that we can take advantage of. And this is where I talk about being comfortable with floor loot. In a situation like this, you want to be comfortable with floor loot so that you can challenge people and start to, you know, get more kills, especially during that early game. Early game is a great opportunity to get easier kills and to really take advantage of teams flying in with pistols, you know, teams that are a little bit separated and don't land together. It's a great opportunity to rack up kills early. That's why I say it's so important to land in the same spot every game, understand the audio cues, where the crates are, and find guns that you're comfortable with.
For 4 kills.
So I can see one right in front of me, and notice the shots that I'm just consistently hitting shots. I consistently hit throwing knives throughout this game, including that one right there. That definitely did not miss that guy. You know, we don't need to talk about it. It was not a good throwing knife day, but, you know, some days we do have good throwing knife days. We're going to go ahead and buy low here and start to really get pushed. And I want you to take note of the teams here, as I always say. Pay attention to your teams, not your players. Reason being is people are always flying back in. So you could have 12 teams, realistically, or 11 other teams. You could have 11 people. I'd be like, this lobby's dead, but there's 11 other teams, technically, or whatever the math is. So we're going to go ahead and start to push. We're going to push into prison, and we immediately challenge here to the left. I'm trying to see what I can find, trying to get some audio cues, not really hearing anything. And I know there's people all around here. Unfortunately, we don't have enough UAVs, so we do need to focus a little bit on cash flow. I don't know if you could hear me. You probably can't hear what I just said. I wish I had a heartbeat sensor, and that just gives me some information about where people are. And real quick, with that heartbeat sensor, once I get information, this person's 20 meters to my left, I can go ahead and start to basically clear that area and figure out where he is. And that's my thought process behind clearing levels. And we'll see that a little bit throughout this gameplay. So I see to the left. I still don't know how I win that fight. That's just the MP40 being absolutely nasty. I'm immediately going to go ahead and push up here, get to a spot where I can plate up. And the other thing I want to really kind of 2 things that I want to pay attention to today in terms of breaking your kill record. Outside of the execution component, right? We have to execute in terms of hitting our shots, using movement, using positioning, gameplay strategy, pushing the right teams. Right? All of those things factor into breaking our kill record. But kind of 2 big things I want to focus on are farming kills, which a lot of people need to do better to break that kill record, especially once you get into that 15, 20 kill range. You really need to keep lobbies alive. And the second is just pacing. I want to pay attention to when do I play fast, when do I play slow, and how I use those to my advantage. So we're going to go ahead and turn the corner here, loot up a little bit. I hear this guy to the right. Again, just hitting all shots with the MP40. We hit the throwing knife, and we kind of keep moving. We're going to go ahead and plate up as we are moving. We now have enough for a UAV. We can go ahead and pop UAV and figure out where everybody is. Now, notice the movement there, the little strafe, and now I'm just going to go ahead and challenge. I'm going to be ready. I'm almost going to pre-fire that, and I'm in a spot where I don't take any damage there because I am ready to challenge that guy. We have 8 kills. We have 10 teams still up. Still a very healthy lobby for first circle. Going to go ahead and pop UAV. Just be careful with this when popping kill streaks is actually calling it in. You have to let it go in and then pick the other one back up, or else you have a situation like that. Now I see a bunch of people out in the open right here. Notice down below, we talk about who should I challenge next. Look at where these people are, right? There's not a lot of cover for these people out here. And even if there is, I can use things like my flash grenades and, you know, my combat bow to my advantage. So I'm going to go ahead and push over this way and see what I can find. And I'm just trying to see. So I get one right here. By the way, I'm going to leave the build down in the comments below. This is the Cooper Carbine and the MP40. The Cooper Carbine is okay now. It was recently nerfed. It was a little bit better in this video, and of course the MP40. By the way, if you are looking to get better at Warzone, you know, trying to get more kills, trying to get more wins, or a combo of both, you want to start dropping higher kill wins, take a few seconds. Make sure you are subscribed down below with that notification bell turned on. I do videos every single day, just trying to help people get better. So right there, we're able to get it 2 downs, and we're going to go ahead and push over now. I see more people shooting, so I know that there's other people. Get a little bit lucky with that hip fire right there, and I do get the hit on flashbangs. One behind me. And at this point right here, this is when I knew I was locked in. Next level locked in. I hear that guy behind me. I snap. We're able to hit all the shots, take a little bit of damage, and I'm going to go ahead and challenge this guy. This is where Combat Scout is so valuable because I see that he is still right there. So I'm using Combat Scout. I'm able to hit the throwing knife there. So, you know, that guy's thirsted without having to waste any extra bullets. And we're going to go ahead and keep pushing here after we played up. Now, I'm not going to push back to buy a UAV here just because I know that there's people behind me. I'm checking over there. I know that there's probably people this way, so I'm going to go ahead and push back this way to see what I can find instead of going all the way back to buy a UAV and then pushing in. And that is where, you know, we talk about pace and playing a little bit faster. I just communicated actually to chat when I was playing this live. I'm in a really bad spot here. I'm in a really bad spot because I have no cover. Talk about paying attention to cover. If I were to get shot right now, there's nowhere really for me to go. So I have to be cognizant of that. And you're going to see that here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and hit some shots there. I lose aim assist through the fence. And watch, I see a guy back here. You see him peek right behind the truck. So I'm going to go prone. That is my cover right there. I'm going to grab the flashes. Now I'm going to go ahead and push up to a little bit better spot. Now I can actually jump in a window if I need to use that as cover. My advanced players right now, we're really looking at pace. Look, my advanced players, I have 14 kills. I haven't done a whole lot, right? You see how they start to add up by putting ourselves in good positions and playing a mix of fast and slow, using things to our advantage. So I'm going to go ahead and hit shots there. I'm going to go ahead and flash to see what I can find. I'm using my flash grenade to gain info. I see another one back there, so now I'm going to go ahead and rotate right. I don't full send that because I still want to use this rocket as cover if I can. So if something bad happens, boom, if something bad happens, right? If this guy's pre-aimed down this corner, I slide left behind the truck. That's something I need a lot of you to work on, is constantly being aware of where your cover is. You probably would have done one of 2 things. You would have just sat there and looked at the guy and just waited, or you would have pushed straight at him and had no cover. I'm going to go ahead and peek this way. We're able to get the team wipe there. We have 8 teams. We have 16 kills. At this point, I'm feeling PR a little bit. PR is 30, so we were close, and I make some mistakes here that cost me the PR. We have 17, still 8 teams up. We're still good to go. Next up, we need to get a UAV up again so that we can start to really understand again where people are and figure out where our next rotation is. Want to be playing fast? We call UAV in. Okay, where is everybody? This is kind of a weird spot. I'm going to go ahead and push left here to see what I can find out in the open of living quarters. But what you're going to see is that as I push left here, I see that one is down. The other team is in big living. So I'm actually going to go ahead and turn around and go back to where I came from. Pace, slow down, give it a ping, see what's going on. Okay, now I can commit. Now I can commit because that guy's flying up. All of these guys are below me. That extra little hesitation just confirms that everybody's below me, and now I know that I can take root. I have 3 people below me here. 6 people still, or 6 teams still up, sorry. 17 kills. Trying to figure out where everybody is. Gonna grab the snapshot. It doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt anything, right? I'm going to see if anybody's here. If anybody's in one of those 2 doorways, I get a ping. Now I hear a lot of fighting below me. We're going to hit shots there. At this point, nobody really has self-revive. So instead of thirsting that kill, I'm just going to figure out where everybody is. If somebody else is out in the open, I want to be able to take advantage of that. And that's the pace component. That's where I start to play faster. Going to jump down here, but be careful. I hear one right below me. Now I see this guy out in the open there. I'm not able to get the down there, and I see one right here. So we're going to go ahead and hit shots here. This is positioning, guys. This is not camping. A lot of people are like probably going, Joe, you're camping right there. No, I'm not. I'm in a good position. I'm taking high ground and using that to my advantage. Now I'm going to go ahead and challenge this guy behind me. I'm going to be able to hit all the shots with the MP40, which is just absolutely nasty. Boom, thirsted, and we still have 6 teams up. And at this point, guys, I'm smelling the 30 bomb. I'm smelling the 30 bomb. So I see a cross. I'm going to go ahead and peek behind cover, and now we're just going to hit shots. Down 1. I see one up here, and watch how I play this. Instead of pushing straight in, right, I'm again paying attention to my cover. Now I get him on the backside. I'm able to get the down. We're going to go ahead and check this. And unfortunately, I see the two up, and this was a mistake on my end. This is one thing that probably cost me a 30 bomb.
Let's go.
Thirsting that team. That's an easy team that I could have kept alive, farmed a little longer. And those are little things that you just need to work on is farming kills. If you don't farm the right teams, then it's going to cost you your PR. It's absolutely going to cost you your PR if you're not strategic about teams that you're farming and understanding. Now, mistake here. I want to pause this for a second. 2 below me pushing in, right? Boom. I go straight back. If I cut left here, I'm going to end up going down here. I'm just letting you know this. I'm ruining the next moment of this game. What I needed to do is I needed to cut left here and zigzag through prison because that gives me a line of, or lack of a line of sight for my enemy where I can start to plate up and then I can go about re-challenging after I'm plated and healed up. Instead, I'm going to go try to tuck in this prison cell and I'm just caught out. I try to break camera. I almost break it, but unfortunately I go down. Hog's going to end up staying up. That's my one death this game. It's just a little bit of an unfortunate situation. It's a split-second mistake that I made. But we're going to go ahead and fly back in here in a second. And we got 24 with 5. And notice just the pace, guys. Notice the pace in the farming kills, like I said, allows me to drop 24. It's not anything spectacular. I'm not, for lack of a better example, I'm not putting Joe moves on enemies. I'm not consistently just 1v4 low plating stims, stuns, semtex, the whole 9 yards, right? I am simply putting myself in good positions to get easy kills, get downs, get thirst, and put up 24. So we're going to go ahead and drop back in. This is a little bit of a risk. I see 2 people on the roof, 1 person down low. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my guns quickly. Boom. Grab that, get back in the prison cell, and right now I'm going to play a little bit patient. I'm going to wait for Hog to become back alive, and the reason being is there is a balance right here. I want to push. I want to break this PR. We have a little bit of time left on the respawn timer, but if I die and then Hog's not respawn back in, my game's over and it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to play a little bit patient here. I'm going to play a little bit patient. I'm going to go ahead and push over because there's one down below here, but notice my cover. Boom, I challenge this guy, but if I get shot, then I'm just going to push right, and I'm going to be okay, and I'm going to finesse that way, and I'm going to be able to replay. So I break this guy, I get him down, I get him thirsted. Where's his teammates? Teammates above me, so got to be careful of that. I'm going to play a little bit patient for a second. I know that I need AR ammo. So I'm going to go ahead and push back here for a second and grab this AR ammo in gas, which is fine. I'll eat a little bit of gas. I'm going to plate up. Quick reload. Oh, I ended up not reloading. That was a mistake. I should have reloaded there. I'm going to push down here, get into this building where I know I can at least plate up and be safe.
I got to kill this guy.
Notice the reload before the plate up because that's going to be helpful. And I know that there's one rotating over. So I hear him, I get him down, and I really want to go thirst. This is where we talk about pace again. Let's talk about pace. How many of you would have pushed there and went outside this little window right here and challenged and potentially got shot in the back? I wasn't confident that there wasn't another person somewhere in this general direction. So instead, I'm going to play this a little bit slower. I'm listening for the self-revive. I don't hear anything. I don't know where I got precision from because I didn't see it on the minimap. And I'm just trying to get to a spot where I know I'm safe. So now I'm going to go ahead and peek this way, trying to see what I can find. A little shoulder on the window there. And I'm playing frantic because I don't want to get shot in the back. At this point, I know there's people over at Nova.
This guy just went.
I know that there's people over at Nova, so I know based on circle rotation that I need to push that way at some point. I'm going to go ahead and jump down here. Boom, I see him right there. We get the thirst. Last one's ghosted right, or last one's flying in right there. I get the shots right there with the Cooper carbine.
Behind me, Hog.
And I'm going to go ahead and push into Nova, get to a spot where I can start to hold gas. Now, we have 2 other teams. We have 4 people, 3 other people alive, and we have 26 kills. But we're actually going to have the opportunity to hit it. One right there, thirsted. They buy back. I don't know if they hit the double buy, and I don't know why I wasn't getting more damage on those than I actually was. It's a little bit unfortunate, but that guy did play that well. So at this point right here, we have 3 other people up. We have the opportunity for the 30 bomb, which is what I'm looking for. I hear one below me on stairs, so we talk about playing aggressive. You know, I'm going to go challenge this guy. I'm not scared of him. I got full plates. I got an MP40. Like, let's go, baby. I hear him coming up the stairs. I'm going to go ahead and challenge that. Play fast. Now I know there's one out in the open here somewhere by this crane. Somewhere by this crane. And you know what? Now that I think about it, that guy died to gas. He might have actually been stuck in a spot in the crane. I have no idea. I'm going to go ahead and take a different angle than the stairwell because that guy's kind of anticipating me that way. I'm going to go ahead and take a different angle. I see him right here. And again, I'm just not sure where my shots are going right here. Like, I'm not getting as much damage as I feel like I should. That's where I don't love the Vanguard ARs. I just was a little bit confused there. And this right here is where I start to slow down a little bit because there's 2 people left. I tell Hog, don't kill anybody. Let me get the 30 bomb. So he's not gonna shoot unless he's not gonna shoot at all, really. He's not gonna do anything that he, you know, he's gonna let me clutch this up. So I'm just trying to play a little patient. Gonna see where circle goes. We're gonna slow this down a little bit, clutch up this gameplay right here. And it's just an unfortunate situation. I don't know
Where
how
are
that
these
guy
guys?
died. Oh, Hog got one. That guy was downed already, it looks like. And then the last guy's gonna end up being right below on buy station. And I actually don't get credit for the kill. So he's gonna...
Down low, all the way low.
I wonder if he was gonna buy back, which would have been a super
Up by the
unfortunate
buy station,
situation.
you can probably shoot him from where you are.
Or maybe he looked like he
No,
was
one of
just
them
using
died.
that. So one of them ended up dying. We dropped 47 as a squad there, including 28 myself. So use some of these tips: farming kills, execution, playing fast, and playing slow. Being strategic about when you push and when you don't push to go break your PR. Go break your kill record. I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.